It is a beautiful fall afternoon. It's almost getting kind of chilly. It's like mid 50s right now. It's probably 4:30 in the afternoon. And anyway, this is what we're talking about today. It is a Craftsman GT 6000. Now, you know, they make GT 6000. I got a bunch of Craftsman GT 6000s, but they were built in the early 90s. It's the big gray boxy machines. Well, this was a 2013 model. I got it on Marketplace. It was pretty low price. And I messaged the guy and I said, well, hey, will it start and run? Because he didn't say. And he said, well, it's got a dead battery, but it'll start and run. Well, I said, okay, I'm gonna bring a booster pack. If I can drive it on the trailer, I'll get it. Well, it wouldn't start. You know, I brought my booster pack, it turned over, wouldn't start. Got it a little bit better price because I was unsure about what was going on. By the way, just to stop real quick, this hoodie I got on, look at there. Murphy Mowers hoodie, it's got the logo. But thinking about putting this on the YouTube channel and selling some. You know, Christmas is just right around the corner. And men, show this clip right here to your woman. You can go buy this for him for Christmas. That's the gift that we give all winter long. So think about it. It's like, I hadn't completed all the paperwork and stuff on it, but it's probably gonna be like $20 something to get a hoodie. I mean, you can't get, and it's a good quality hoodie too. Back to the program. I didn't really put it on camera because I was just kind of messing around with it one day, a couple days ago, and sprayed carb cleaner in it a few times in the carb, and it kicked over and finally started to run. So, and it runs, it drives perfect now. I hadn't really done anything to it. Now the carburetor probably does need to be cleaned, but I suspect it has old gas in it. It's running on it. I'm just going to try to run it out and put fresh in, and I just put a new fuel filter on it, and that's just what I'm going to do. But I thought I'd show you about it because I'm not going to work on it because it doesn't need anything. But it's a pretty cool machine. It's one of the top end machines that Craftsman put out, especially 2013. I'm going to show you a couple things. I want to show you is how to read this badge back here, the sticker. So when you're looking at one, if you don't know how old it is, you look right here. So March 14th, 2013. That's the day it was made on at the factory. So there's that. You got some good information there for part numbers. Of course, you got your model number and all that there to look it up under the seat here. You know, and this is more the upper end machine. It's got the, handrest or the armrest on the seat. Seat's in pretty good shape. You know, the tires don't need air. I've had it long enough that I know that the tires aren't going down. There's what you got here. And it looks like to me there had some heat problems at one time, because that's kind of, but it runs good. I just put a new fuel filter on it because it did sit. It's been sitting since springtime, so I hadn't ran any this summer. There's your motor. If you like video like these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. So anyway, so that's the motor there. I think it's a good motor. Not sure what happened there, but I think some kind of heat. But it's not doing it now. Oil checks out good. And I'm just trying to show you about it. So you got a 54-inch deck here. So right here's your PTO to turn the blades on and off. That works well. This is your key switch. So now, you know, when you normally start it, you know, the key lands right there. Well, you got to back it up right there to mow in reverse. So that's something you might want to know about when you're growing. So this is forward and this is reverse. And when you get the speed you want, if you're mowing out in the field or something like that, then you can set the cruise control right here. and just kind of pull that up and it locks into place. This is how you set your parking brake on one. You just push that in right here with my foot, lift that up, and set your parking brake. Now this one, I tell you what, this is low hours. Because the hours, let's get up on here, 232, is that right? Yeah, 232. So that seemed pretty good to me. Yeah, it's a nice machine. I mowed with it once, which is kind of mid-October right now, so the grass is slowing down growing. I just mowed that strip here, and like my regular yard up here, really don't need mowing a whole lot, but I'd like to run it around a few times just to make sure it's going to be a good one. I'll probably chop some leaves up and stuff like that with it. But anyway, it's just a good machine. I like Craftsman. For the money you pay, they're a good machine. I'll say it that way. I mean, you can get a lot better, but I think you get a lot of bang for your buck with these. You know, there it is. Well, the bumper's set down. So that's your bumper right here. And if you want to release it to where you get into the hood, you got to come down here. Pull that and do it too. That moves it down. I'm going to put it back up though. See that right there, I need that to push mowers around with. That's a pretty good bumper that you can push a mower around with. Now I tell you, the good design about this is if you're replacing a deck belt, which I'm not going to get in there and do all that, but this right here is what takes the tension off the deck belt. That's the best design they ever come up with, because if you worked on any belts that has that tension spring on it and it doesn't have that, or it's hard to do, I mean, you take your life into your own hands trying to loosen that spring up sometime. So that's a real nice design. You know, you can still get sleeve hitches for these. You know, the design's a little more different from these older ones I got, but I don't have one for it, but they make them. Anyway, that's just what I got. I got a good deal on it. I'll probably keep it for a while, make sure it runs well. If you got any questions or comments about it, leave it in there. All right, that's it. Push in the brake, turn the key. There you go.